In Las Vegas, it's prime time!
Is the fighting pride of Victorville, California, Ryan Garcia!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the accomplished two-division world champion, the current reigning and defending WBC welterweight champion of the world, introducing El Azteca, Mario Barrios.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good.
February 21st, 2026. Las Vegas is glowing, and inside a sold-out T-Mobile Arena, the energy feels different. Not just another title fight, this one has tension. The WBC World Welterweight Championship hangs in the balance as defending champion Mario Barrios, 29 wins with 18 knockouts, steps in to defend his crown against one of boxing's most polarizing stars, Ryan Garcia, 24 wins, 20 knockouts, and a career filled with spotlight and scrutiny. Just days earlier, the press conference nearly boiled over. Words were exchanged. Accusations were made. Garcia promised this would be his redemption story. Barrios calmly warned that hype doesn't win championships, discipline does. Now there's nowhere to hide. 12 rounds, 1 belt, and the bell finally rings.
Barrios attacking the body.
Police and came back to win the match.
Barrios looking to establish the Jets.
And I'm trying to give too much.
Garcia wastes no time. He explodes from his corner with fast feet and a snapping jab, circling wide and testing angles immediately. His hand speed is obvious, sharp, twitchy, unpredictable. He's not here to ease into the fight. Barrios doesn't chase. The champion stays composed, planting his feet just enough to establish range. His jab is stiff and purposeful, touching Garcia's guard, measuring distance, forcing him to think twice before darting in.
Leaving the pressure up to...
Final 30 seconds of the third round in a lightweight title unification.
Midway through round 1, Garcia lets his signature left hook fly. Quick, tight, and clean. It lands flush enough to bring the crowd to its feet. Barrios barely reacts, but he felt it. You can see it in his eyes. Message received. Round 2 shifts the tone. Barrios begins pressing forward, stepping into Garcia's space rather than waiting. He digs heavy shots into the body, thudding punches to the ribs that don't look flashy but sound violent. Garcia continues moving, but the rhythm isn't as loose now. He's being forced to work harder.
Man still has a lot of fight.
Told that this corner's been threatening to turn down here in round 4. Was cut for the in the first frame. Barrios establishing.
The early rounds show the contrast clearly. Garcia's speed slicing through moments, Barrios' strength grinding through others. 2 rounds in and neither man is backing down. But the champion is starting to settle into his rhythm. Round 3 feels heavier. Barrios begins cutting off the ring instead of following Garcia. Subtle foot positioning traps Garcia closer to the ropes than he'd like. The body attack continues, each shot digging deeper. Then it happens, a sharp overhand right from Barrios sneaks through Garcia's guard. It's not a knockdown shot, but it snaps Garcia's head back just enough to change the mood. The arena reacts instantly.
And nice 1-2.
Either start fighting more or...
Mario Barrios at 21-0, 13 knockouts. Barrios describing his style as a buck.
For the first time, Garcia looks tested. Round 4 shows Garcia's adjustment. He stops overcommitting. He waits. He lets Barrios step in first, then fires counters down the middle. A rapid 3-punch combination lands clean, reminding everyone why his hand speed is considered elite. The exchanges grow more intense in the center of the ring. Neither man is reckless, but the respect is clear. Every punch now carries consequences. The crowd senses it. This isn't just skill. It's will against will. And now it's officially a fight.
Barrios could snap out jabs at a certain distance.
Because that's what speed does. It makes you...
For Barrios, that's a 31% connect clip.
In there.
By round 5, Garcia begins reading patterns. He times Barrios stepping forward and meets him with sharp counter left hooks. Not wild swings, precise, surgical shots. One lands clean enough to momentarily freeze the champion in place. Barrios answers the only way he knows how, back to the body. He continues investing downstairs, clearly believing the later rounds will favor him if Garcia slows. Round 6 becomes a thinking man's round, fewer wild exchanges, more feints, more subtle traps. Garcia uses lateral movement smartly, pivoting out instead of getting caught in prolonged exchanges. Barrios stalks patiently, conserving energy but maintaining pressure. At the halfway mark, it feels incredibly close. Neither man has taken full control. The scorecards could be leaning either way. But everyone in that arena knows one thing: championship fights aren't decided in the first 6 rounds, and the deeper this goes, the more dangerous it becomes.
Not trying to give too much, leaving the pressure up to
Police and came back to win the match.
Barrios attacking the body in the first frame. Barrios establishing in there.
Round 7 opens with Barrios leaning heavily into his physical advantage. He presses Garcia into short-range exchanges, forcing him to feel every pound of that welterweight frame. The inside fighting gets rough, shoulders bump, arms tangle, short hooks dig into ribs. Garcia is briefly pushed backward, something we haven't seen much tonight. For a moment, Barrios looks like the stronger man imposing his will. But Garcia responds late in round 8. After absorbing pressure for most of the round, he suddenly explodes with a rapid-fire combination: jab, cross, left hook, snapping Barrios' head back and shifting the momentum instantly.
Weight title unification. Barrios looking to establish the jab. And nice 1-2.
either start fighting more.
The crowd erupts again. That speed is still there, still dangerous. Barrios absorbs it, but the pace is beginning to tax him. His steps are slightly heavier now. His output not quite as sharp. The tension inside T-Mobile Arena becomes suffocating. Every punch now feels like it could change the fight. And as the 8th round closes, one thing is clear: fatigue is creeping in, and the championship rounds are coming.
Barrios at 21-0, 13 knockdowns. Barrios describing his style as a buck.
So I feel like Barrios could snap out jabs at a certain distance.
Round 9 begins with a subtle but noticeable shift. Garcia walks to the center of the ring first. No bouncing, no unnecessary movement, just composure. His breathing looks steady, his eyes locked in. Whatever doubts people had about his stamina at welterweight start fading in real time. Barrios steps forward as he has all night, but there's a slight hesitation now. His punches still carry force, yet they aren't snapping back as quickly. Garcia reads it. Midway through the round, Barrios throws a jab-right hand combination. Garcia slips just outside the line of fire and fires back instantly, a compact, perfectly timed left hook. It lands clean. Not grazing, not partially blocked, clean.
Lightweight title unification. Barrios looking to establish the jab. And nice 1-2.
Barrios' legs stiffen for a split second. The arena reacts immediately. That was different. The champion doesn't retreat. Instead, he bites down and answers with a flurry to the body, reminding everyone he's still dangerous. His grit is undeniable. He refuses to give ground even as Garcia's speed begins to create separation in exchanges. By the end of round 9, Garcia is landing the sharper, more precise shots. Barrios is still throwing, but Garcia is choosing when and where the exchanges happen. Then comes round 10, and it turns into a war.
Barrios at 21-0, 13 knockdowns. Barrios describing his style as a buck.
So I feel like Barrios could snap out jabs at a certain distance.
Barrios knows the fight is close. He presses forward with urgency, digging hooks into the ribs, trying to sap whatever energy Garcia has left. The punches are heavy, thudding, designed to slow a faster man. Garcia responds not with chaos, but control. He plants his feet more. He fires straighter shots. His combinations are shorter but cleaner. A 3-punch burst splits Barrios' guard. A counter right hand snaps the champion's head back again. The crowd is on its feet almost the entire round. Both men trade in the center of the ring with no clinching, no backing down. But there's a difference now. Garcia's punches are landing first, landing sharper, landing cleaner. Barrios' output dips just slightly in the final minute. His shoulders rise a little heavier between exchanges. And just like that, the momentum fully shifts. The challenger isn't reacting anymore, he's dictating.
Because that's what speed does. It makes you...
Or Barrios sets a 31% connect clip.
Round 11 begins with a different energy from Garcia. He isn't circling wide now, he's stalking for the first time all night. Barrios is the one giving ground. The champion tries to re-establish his jab, pumping it out to regain control of distance, but it lacks the snap it had early in the fight. Garcia slips it effortlessly, eyes locked on the opening he's been waiting for. He feints a step inside. Barrios reacts. That's all Garcia needs. A lightning-quick left hook explodes across the champion's jaw. The shot echoes. Barrios stumbles backward, his legs betraying him for the first time in the fight. The arena erupts into chaos. Garcia doesn't rush recklessly. He closes distance with measured aggression, throwing sharp combinations, forcing Barrios to hold and survive. The champion clinches, buying pressure seconds, his survival instincts kicking in.
Man still has a lot of fight.
The bell rings before Garcia can finish the job. Barrios makes it back to his corner, breathing hard, but still standing. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. 1 round left, and everyone knows something dramatic is coming. The final round begins with urgency pouring from both corners. Barrios' team tells him he may need something big. Garcia's corner tells him to stay sharp, the finish is there. Garcia walks forward immediately, no hesitation. Barrios throws a wide right hand trying to turn the tide with one explosive moment. It's desperate, forceful, but slightly off balance. Garcia slips just outside the punch with inches to spare. And then he fires, a thunderous, perfectly timed left hook detonates against Barrios' jaw. The impact is immediate. Barrios collapses to the canvas. Garcia drops to his knees in the center of the ring, overcome with emotion. The pressure, the criticism, the headlines, all of it crashes out in that single moment. He pounds the canvas once, then looks up toward the crowd, shouting that he proved he belongs. In the opposite corner, Barrios sits quietly, absorbing the loss with the composure of a champion. When he stands, he walks across the ring and embraces Garcia, a gesture of respect after 12 punishing rounds. In the post-fight interview, Garcia calls it the biggest victory of his career. He credits discipline, focus, and faith. The narrative shifts instantly from questions about his consistency to conversations about his championship ceiling. Analysts begin debating matchups before he even leaves the ring. The welterweight division suddenly feels wide open. February 21, 2026, will be remembered as the night Ryan Garcia fully transformed. Mario Barrios fought with heart, grit, and championship pride. He pushed the pace, tested the body, and refused to fold early. But in the end, precision beat pressure. Garcia didn't just win, he endured, adjusted, and when the moment demanded it, he delivered. One perfectly timed left hook in the 12th round changed everything. The WBC belt now rests around his waist, and the welterweight division has a new king. Whether the rest of the contenders are ready or not, let us know your thoughts in the comments below.